And, and
hello and welcome to Gypsy's Kiss. It's Hump Day and I'm Shelley Carney.
And I'm Toby Eunice. Thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to our Dia de los Humpos.
Okay.
We've got emails to read. We have clarifications to make. We got comments to make. We got text messages. We got voice.
Miraculous madness.
We have prize. The prize to give away. We have a prize for next week, and we want you to know right now, this is the last show of the week. We're not going to do one on Friday, and then we go on vacation. So we will not see you again until Wednesday, September 18th for Dia de los Humpos.
Miraculous madness.
Julie, guess what day it is? Julie, Julie. Mike, what day is it, Mike? Come on, I know you can hear me. Anybody? Woo-hoo! Mike, what day is it, Mike? Anybody? Julie, Julie. Hey, guess what day it is? Julie, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike, what day is it, Mike? Let's guess what today is.
It's Hump Day.
Woo-hoo! Hump day.
It is indeed Hump Day. So let me start out with a caveat. Here's the caveat. There is no credible evidence that Forrest Fenn's treasure poem has been solved or that his treasure, Forrest Fenn's treasure, has been found and or recovered, and the lead searcher is a myth. Thank you for letting me get that out. So we've got some emails to read. Now? I am feeling better.
Okay. Should we ring the bell?
Thank you. So I'm going to do some housekeeping first. Am I missing something?
Where's no sound?
I turned it off after the music. But wait, I was going to say, is there something else that I needed to say? No. All right. So let me do the housekeeping, and then we're going to try that whole comment thing. That commentpicker.com, that means I got to get back to the other video. But we're going to walk you through that just like you're joining us in the adventure. And I have some new gifts for tonight's show. So you guys know that Toby Fan 3000, John Warner, and his better half, Karen, were visiting this week. And we had dinner with them. I had dinner because Shelley was traveling with them last week. And they gave me a bunch of their promotional items. So for tonight's show, if you leave a comment on tonight's show, you get one of their pens. It has a little light on this end, and it has a smartphone nubbin on this end, and it's kind of a dark chrome with gold highlights. And then also he gave me they gave me more of these because we're going to give more of these away. They gave me 3 sets plus 2 for Shelley and I. So this is their keychain USB drive thingy. So we're going to give that away. And then they gave us to give to you a water bottle koozie. I guess you could put a beer can. I don't know if you could put a beer can in there. It's designed for one of those 16-ounce water bottle. So that's our giveaway for tonight. So if you make a comment later on after the show, not comments in the chat room don't count, but if you make a comment tonight after the show is produced, when we get back on the, what did I say, 18th?
Yes.
Not only will we have lots of photographs of our travels, but we'll give that away. And I have 2 other sets that we can give away after that when we get back. So we got a couple of giveaways there. So let me do housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want towels?
You want towels because you need towels. And if you're not careful, people will steal them from you. So just be careful with them.
That's right.
So John Wayne
Hang
Bobbitt just sent me a
towels.
picture. So. And we will open up the phone line. So remember to like this video because as you well know by now, you should have had this memorized. YouTube likes it when you like our video. And I hear that the Montana Gold Prospectors Association also like our videos. So be in with those guys. Share our video with your family, friends, neighbors, business associates, PTAs, and the entirety of your social network so that we can
Grow the channel.
And finally, if you're not already a subscriber, this would be the ideal to subscribe to our channel, the ideal time to subscribe to our channel. And way to go, Fana. It would be ideal time to subscribe to our channel. That way, when we launch a live stream or we announce a or schedule a live stream,
you gotta click on the
if
bell
correctly scheduled,
to get notifications.
and click on the bell to get notifications. And that way, you will be
In the know.
in the know. And there's nothing better than being in the know. Did I say to make sure you like?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Just want to make sure that you like our video, because we'll like you if you like our video. So let me get over to some audio. So Bluetooth is connected and that's off, so we can get ready to open up the phone lines later. We do have some text messages.
Yes, Odin, it's John Wayne Bobbitt that you're thinking of, and he's a friend of the show.
Yes, he's our friend and a friend of the show. So that is the John Wayne Bobbitt. That is the John Wayne Bobbitt. So if you need to reach out to us, make sure, like Christine Kenzie has done, you precede your comment in the chat room with an @ a Gypsy's Kiss. You need the apostrophe because it's possessive. And that way it'll highlight in front of us and we can see your comment or question mark. Now we're going to go through those later in the show. In addition to that, you can send a text message to 866-597-9901 and we'll get that text message and we'll read it on the show. And then if you'd like at this point, you can call that number and leave a voicemail of up to 2 minutes and we'll play that on the show. And then later on in the show, we will open up the phone lines and you can call in and tell me. So I'm getting those dings you hear, John Wayne Bobbitt bombarding me with text messages.
Did you talk about
what is going on?
how to address us in the chat room?
@ sign, yes, I did.
Did you talk about Super Chat?
I didn't, but why don't you?
Oh, okay. Well, if you take a look at the bottom of the chat, you will see a grayed out $ next to a happy face. That grayed out $ will take you to the Super Chat Challenge pathway that gives you the opportunity to donate to the channel while highlighting your comment or question in a beautiful box, just like Jeff and Schultz has demonstrated. Thank you, Jeff. Don't forget to Super Chat with 90% going to me. That's not true.
That's not true, but
We get
okay.
70%. YouTube
And then
gets
you
30%.
get 30%.
And everybody's happy. Or if you'd like to just give us money, contribute at paypal.me a Gypsy's Kiss.
Oh, what ideal. That was
Yeah.
a genius of a timing there.
Right?
Well done.
Work that out.
Wow. Look at that.
Practice.
Okay, so let me go back here to phones and make sure that's off. But we are going to, we've already got some text messages and voicemails. Okay, so I do want to address a couple of things. Number one, the Margie Goldsmith article that's hitting the forums. I think it hit it yesterday. I went through the article, and to me, it just looks like pretty much a rehash of all her other older articles.
Yeah,
There's a
she
couple of
didn't
new
interview
things, but
anybody new or-
yeah, there's no new interviews or anything, and none of the comments are new. They're all from her old articles. I love Margie, honestly, and she continues to promote the search, but I don't think that's a new article. And then I would like to address the announcement on several new media outlets that that the location of Fenn's treasure wasn't found. And this is going to be my last comment
Wasn't
on that.
found?
Was found, I'm sorry.
Was found.
And this is going to be our last comment on this matter.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore.
You can, well, you're not allowed to talk about this one. This is our last, well, okay, why don't you go first? This is Shelley's last comment on this matter.
Play the second place video, dude.
Thank you. Second place video. And if
Bit
you
of a
push,
crazy
it'll play
bird at
Crazy
the end
Birds.
there.
But yeah, there's nothing worse than being in second place.
So I think that's
What did
video
Bobby-
says it all.
Bobby,
Or
no. Bobby,
answer.
Joey, Bobby, Jerry, Bobby. If you ain't in first place,
Ricky
you're last.
Bobby?
Ricky Bobby. If you ain't in first place, you're last. So here's my commentary, and I want this to be the last thing because I don't want to give this thing any more publicity than it has received already. If you believe that Forrest Fenn's treasure has been recovered and that someone then located the place from which it was recovered, you would have to believe that Forrest Fenn's special place, let me say that again, Forrest Fenn's, quote, special place, unquote, is an abandoned mine / junkyard in the middle of property that's owned by the Boy Scouts of America Tax Department. Okay? Period. End of subject. We won't have any other words on the matter. Okay.
Moving on.
Because what?
Moving on.
Moving on. Let's do some emails.
Emails. Are we going to play the video for emails?
Damn it. Damn it. Got videos. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. You ready for emails?
Emails.
Go for it.
Oh, I thought you were doing that because it was a video.
Oh, okay. Well, it is a video. So this actually came before last Friday, but I promise this is from Christy Harper Fiorello, who has appeared recently on another program. And she called in one night and she was telling us about an idea that she had that was related to lats and longs, latitudes and longitudes. And after speaking with her for a while, I suggested to her that she publish. I asked her if she had published her findings. She said no, and I suggested maybe she should make a video, and she did. She says, "Hi, Toby and Shelley. I called in on Wednesday, and we spoke about the postmarks being latitude and longitude lines. I took your advice and made a video. It's pretty short. Let me know what you think. Thanks." I have posted that video to our community page, so you can find the link there and you can go and see it. And she's right, it is short. It is very well done. She did a great job for what I think of as her first video. And I think her ideas are fresh and certainly another take on the postmarks, which I have never been able to squeeze anything out of. So, Christy, thank you for doing that. For making the video and sharing your research. We think that's very kind of you and very thoughtful of you. And like I said, I've posted that video to our community page so you can find it there.
Okay. And this is from Frank Brousseau. The title is Man Alone. Hi, Toby. I just want to compliment you on your professionalism on last night's show with Man Alone. While I probably felt like your guest's message was too deep for me to grasp as a roadmap to a viable solution, I learned a lot watching you conducting yourself in a respectful and patient manner. I have always appreciated your thoughtful analysis and just want to tell you how much I enjoy your work. I also want to thank you again for all your efforts on getting the oil painting to Forrest along with Shelley and Cynthia. I hope to meet Cynthia someday and thank her personally. Thanks again, Frank Brousseau.
You're welcome, Frank. Thanks for the compliment. Thank you for going through all the trouble to write that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the key to having this kind of show, especially when you invite people on, is to give them the opportunity to tell their story. Shelley and I are thinking about a show, and tell us what you think in the comments below. I'm thinking, Shelley and I are talking about it, but it would be a show hosted by me, and it would be called The Hot Seat. And we would ask people to come on, and we would put them on the hot seat when it comes to the Fenn Treasure. And I probably would be just as polite, but more interrogatory, and see if they can survive the hot seat. The tagline would be, Toby has questions. Do you have the answers? Let us know what you think.
We got a comment from Mark Anthony Hammock.
Rio de los Pinos.
We're ready for vacation.
We got an early margarita start on vacation, so frozen margaritas. Although my ice has melted a little bit already.
So you don't get
So
brain freezes.
yeah, so we're thinking about a show. Toby 1v1 was these guys who claimed that they've found the treasure, found the hole where the treasure was, and talk to them. Okay. This is entitled Treasure
And don't
Solved.
forget to send us your videos of you reciting the poem in a interesting voice.
Yeah. If you guys have made a video reciting the poem, make sure you send it to us so we can put it on our community page. Okay. Treasure Solved, New Mexico. This is from New Mexico Cats and Dogs. I don't have a name. William.
Colorado says, would the
William.
hot seat require a person to talk about their solve?
Yes, it would be. No, it would be the kind of person. What I would want are the kind of people that have claimed they have the exact solve, they have this, they know where it is, they dug a hole where it is, etc., etc. This one is from William. Hello, Not I don't know if it's the same William, and just William Zimmerman. Hello, Toby. I have been watching your videos for nearly 3 years. Have we been on that long?
Nearly, he said.
Okay.
2.5 anyway.
All right.
Yes.
And wanted to say thanks for all your hard work you and Shelley have put into the channel. I have a solve that I would like to share with you. See, here's one. William is our first subject for the hot seat. I have a solve that I would like to share with you because it seems that the most knowledgeable, and I'm stuck on the last clue. At this point, I'm okay with someone else using what I have to find the treasure. A lot of the solve is based on your ideas from warm waters being in the fishing regulations. I'm sure you get these kinds of emails all the time, but if you are interested, please call me, and gives me his phone number. Maybe we'll call him later tonight and give him a chance. What do you think, guys? Put him on the hot seat.
Yes, I went to the bottom of the ocean and recovered this. Okay, Toby did. This is from Arnold McCormick. Opinions on Forrest Fenn's comment recorded by you, October 2013. Greetings, Toby and Shelley. Please give your opinions on the comment listed below in which Forrest Fenn gave during the Collected Works bookstore recorded in October 2013. He had just related a story of how he was talking on the telephone to someone who claimed they had the chest in their possession, and he said he was going to go and check on it to see if it was still there. He stated a black limo followed him out of his driveway. At this point, the laughter almost drowns out his next comment. He says, I should have kept driving to Montana or Idaho. Do you think he would mention these states that the chest was in? On the surface, I think it was him relating that these states were far away from the chest. Or could he have planned the story knowing to throw the line in there about Montana to throw searchers off because they would all think, well, it must not be in Montana because he mentioned that state. What do you two think, Arnold?
So that was at Collected Works, and what was interesting is if I hadn't put my microphone there, we wouldn't have heard any of these comments because of the laughter. And Arnold, I don't think it's actually either one of those. He was with two friends who are just as chistoso
You're asking
comedians as he is. They're all funny, and they all crack wise at each other. I think this is one of those things where Fenn
don't crack wise with
was
me.
cracking wise when he said, "Yeah, I should have gotten in the car and driven to Montana," and that would have really screwed the guy up. I think it was that kind of thing. I don't think it was either the treasure is not in Montana or the treasure is in Montana. I don't think it's either one of those. I think it was just cracking wise with his buddies. He does a couple of those. You know, that's the same video where he asks the woman who wants to be his partner if she has an airplane. He responds to Stephanie about who's been closer, she and Dale, and he says, Dale, I just did it. And he says, he turns to, what's his name, Michael McGarity, and he says, if I told her she'd have a heart attack. So they were cracking wise the whole night. And I think it was just because the three of them were there, and I think it was a kind of lighthearted event because the three of them were there. And I think that comment, the one that you asked about, I think that was just I should have driven to Montana and really pissed the guy off kind of comment, rather than, oh, let me leave a hint or a clue or not leave a hint or a clue. So, comment?
The treasures in New Mexico.
Okay, thank you. This is Cimarron Sol from Sue Taylor. Oh, I just read one. That's you.
Did you? No,
Oh.
I read that
okay.
one. You just answered it.
This is Cimarron Solved from Sue Taylor. Hi, Shelley and Toby. Thanks for reading this is not actually Sue Taylor. This is Dave Taylor, who apparently uses his wife's email address. Hi, Shelley and Toby. Thanks for reading my earlier email on a previous show. Usual first stab by a newbie shot down in flames. LOL. I'm sure this is just as far off base, and I'm also sure there have been numerous people that have highlighted this before, as it seems so obvious, but I haven't read or heard it mentioned before. Hacienda de Cimarron, home of Brown, an actual building marked on Google Earth as such just off Highway 64 in the eastern extremes of Eagle Water Lake.
Eagle Water Lake?
Eagle Nest Lake.
Yeah.
The Hacienda de Cimarron is it's a hotel.
I thought Cimarron meant wild. Didn't you tell me that?
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. Cimarron is not brown, and it's not cinnamon. Cimarron is wild and free. So that's what they called horses that have not been tamed, are cimarrones. First of all, it doesn't mean brown. Secondly, it's a restructured hotel. There's a couple of places in downtown Cimarron, and I use the word downtown very lightly because it's about a half block long, and it's a refurbished old hotel. So I can't imagine that's the home of Brown, because it doesn't mean brown.
Home of the wild.
It's the home of the wild horses.
Home of the free.
Home of the wild and the free.
Okay. We're going to sing the national anthem or
Hey,
something.
can I ask a question?
What?
What show did we promise to give away the necklace? Was that
Last Wednesday.
last Wednesday's show?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Because I wasn't here Friday. And I know it was the
Okay.
most recent show I
Because I
did.
need the URL to go to commentpicker.com.
Earl.
But we're not going to do that.
Do you know
until-
that TubeBuddy does that too? They have a little function that does comment picking, but just so you know, in case the first one doesn't work.
Oh, this is a really bad time to tell me that.
Why?
Because I'm expecting it to work.
Well, like I said, if it doesn't work, TubeBuddy will be your backup.
No, that just increased my sweat factor.
It's just,
I need
maybe
a
it's
drink.
just menopause.
I need to drink.
Menopause?
Menopause, yeah. No, I'm 70. I'm through that stage.
So this is from Garnon, and it's called Hobble Creek, Wyoming Solve, which we talked about that a few weeks back. We looked at Hobble Creek. Hey, Toby and Shelley, this is Gary Nunley, Old Okey Poke from Oklahoma. A couple of weeks ago, I called your show and shared highlights of my Hobble Creek Solve. I showed a picture of Estella Brown's grave marker, my home of Brown,
Screenshot.
and discussed how this tied into Fenn's close connection with forgotten graves. I found a poem that was written by a local Wyoming hunter who had a special moment at Brown's grave. It is attached. I also mentioned Lake Alice as my water high. I just discovered that Lake Alice has a Huckleberry Cove. Won't you be my Huckleberry?
That comes from the last scrapbook 204. So this is the link that he sent us. Unfortunately, he didn't send me a link. He sent me a PDF file that I can't make any bigger. It's I'll ask. So, Gary, if you would send me the link to this page, and I'll share it on our community page. The title of the poem is "Saying Goodbye to Estella Brown." Estella Brown laid to TWO rest, July 29th, 1891. Grave marker on the Oregon Trail. Do you know your name means a star? Estrella. So Gary, if you send me the link, I'll post it to our community page. But we can't. It's not big enough to read here.
It's too little.
It's too little. Full screen.
Sorry, Okey Poke.
Okay. So, when do you know it's time to try a new search area? Oh, this is the email that has a bunch of questions. So, hi, Toby and Shelley. Tom W. here from Minnesota. I'm a New Mexico searcher, but the email applies to any location. I was wondering how you and other searchers determine that the chest is not in your search area and move on. So maybe you guys could answer that for him. I can only answer for ourselves. It's a feeling. I don't know how to describe it. You go like, ugh, it's not here.
Dev says if you control plus mouse wheel, you can zoom in and out.
You know what? I tried that,
Oh, okay.
and hold on. Let me see if that. Yeah, because it's a PDF file. It's not a screenshot. Hold on. Yeah, I couldn't do that because it was a PDF file, and I opened it straight up from the mail. I would share it. I'll get the link for you guys. You could probably do a search on saying goodbye to Estella Brown and find it, but where you I can't even tell what page he got it from, so I'm sorry.
I think we're going to need another moderator
Why?
because we lost Mitzi. I don't think she's coming back now.
You don't think Mitzi's coming back?
I don't know.
We'll pick somebody you like and we'll make him a moderator. Raise your hand if you want to be a moderator.
Who wants to be a moderator?
Hey, Toby and Shelley, Tom W. here. I read that already. New Mexico searcher, but this email applies. Being Forrest I was wondering how you and other searchers determine that the chest is not in your search area and move on. For me, it's a feeling. I just go like, it's not here. I don't know. I can't speak for the other searchers. Maybe they can say how they do it in the chat room. Being Forrest has not given us an answer to what the blaze is exactly. How do you know for sure your location is the right spot? You don't. You don't know it until all the clues fit together. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't know your blaze is right until you have the other 7 or 8 clues that preceded right. You don't get to the blaze by happenstance and then question yourself, ooh, is this a blaze? No, you're going to get to the blaze. As a matter of fact, when people ask me if I'm searching for this treasure, I say, no, I'm not searching for Fenn's treasure. I'm searching for the blaze because you've got to find that first and all the clues have to lead you there. My theory is the blaze is a rock formation that stands out. But during my last boots on the ground in August, the underbrush was leafy and made it very difficult conditions to see anything more than a few feet away, which I don't think would qualify it as a blaze. I think the blaze, you have to be able to see no matter what the circumstances are, especially if you're there on the right date. April, I could see most everything within 100 feet or more. I seen and photographed many interesting rock formations which were completely hidden in August. Summer searchers might be missing key points for clues without knowing. I had every intention to rule out my area before I departed for my last boots on the ground, but given the thick undergrowth I encountered, I will have to return to the same location, possibly late October or November. Hopefully the snows will not have arrived by then. That's my commentary. I had about a month now to think about my last boots on the ground, and I've come to the conclusion that the chest may not be next to the blaze. My search area is on a hillside. Maybe an 80-year-old man might have trouble getting to the top, but what if he didn't need to climb all the way? Maybe when he was younger, he found the blaze and didn't need to make the climb to hide the chest. Explanation below. What if the blaze was on top? As you stand at the blaze looking down the hill, you can see Fenn's special place. Well, he does say look quickly down. I think many assume that the chest is very close proximity to the blaze. It better be, or we're in big trouble. And in turn, are searching the incorrect spot. Forrest, we can't say it's incorrect because nobody has the treasure yet. Forrest has said you won't find it in an afternoon. That's right. And it's going to take some effort and time. My last question is, if you wanted to hide something, would you place it right next to the spot where everyone assumes it will be? I don't know. I've never had the problem. Anyone searching and non-searchers alike could happen upon the blaze that stands out. What makes it that easy? Well, you would have to know that it was the blaze, right? You would have to know that it is something other than than a rock formation or something unusual in the environment. Maybe that's why it hasn't been found yet. It hasn't been found yet because the 9 clues in the poem haven't been resolved. Look quickly down may have much more meaning than looking down at your toes. I made the mistake of searching close proximity to what I thought was the blaze, but next time I will modify my search technique to stand at each potential blaze and look down much further away for anything that might be hiding in place. Good luck to everyone and stay safe. I think the only problem with that strategy is how far? How far do you look? Is it 10 feet, 12 feet, 100 feet, 200 feet? How far away did Fenn hide his treasure from the blaze? And so now you've got to interpret, look quickly down your quest to cease in terms of X number of feet. So I'm not going to do that. I don't recommend that anybody do that, actually. All right, let's give away some stuff. Why is my voice so loud? Okay, so we are going to go to screenshot, and Shelly says it was last Wednesday's video. That's that one.
Okay, guys, we're going to get a new moderator because we think it's funny to say nasty things about me.
Who's saying nasty things about you?
A couple of people.
Oh, is that guy there, Otto, one of them?
Yes.
Well, I'll fix them. We'll just fix that real quick. Hey, Otto, I don't know what your thing is, but don't. Do yourself a favor and don't, because you will disappear, brother.
Sassy wants to be a mod.
Make her one. Oh, I've got to do that here. Okay, let's get... Now, I need to hold on to him because I need to fix him later, so just leave it there. Who else?
I have forgotten. I put them in timeout, though.
FF.
Yes, that was it.
Yeah. There you go.
Inappropriate
Okay.
boundaries, people. We have boundaries.
So enjoy your evening, guys, because this is the last time you're going to be able to do any of that. Sassy?
Yeah.
Let's see. Sassy, type something. See if you got your wrench.
What does a mod do? A mod can put people in timeout. They can ban them. They can help if we need somebody to post a link. They're allowed to post links. So you're showing everybody what's going on over here.
Yeah, that's what happens, guys.
Okay.
So FF's gone, and here's how that works, okay? What happens is I can do that, go to the channel, and pops the channel. See that it doesn't have any content. We'll just click the flag, block user, submit. Ciao, motherfucker.
Hey,
Sorry.
what's your language? You're going to get timed out too, you know.
Okay, so let's give away some stuff before I start getting rid of everybody else. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to...
Sassy, if they're bad, you click on their name or their comment and you'll see 3 dots appear. And then you click on those 3 dots and then you have some choices to make there. You can put them in timeout if you think they're just, getting over the line, but they're normally well behaved. Or you can hide from channel if you want them gone. And I'm glad we got another woman because,
Okay, so I'm going to go
does such an awesome job.
comment. So this is what we're going to use. Comment picker. Well, there's a lot typing over there. Oh. Commentpicker.com. And so we want to do a YouTube random comment picker. So this is how easy this is. So you enter the YouTube video URL, which is that one right there. Oops. I didn't copy it. Dang, damn it. Hold on. Okay, so there's the YouTube URL. Do copy. Then we go to the random picker. We put it in there, and we say...
We're giving away the necklace?
Paste. We're giving away the necklace. And it says filter duplicate users, filter comments based on specific tests. We're going to do that. Okay, so it's going to get the YouTube comments. And basically what it does this first time is it just kind of counts them. So there were 34 unique commenters on that show. And start the raffle and pick a random winner. So we come down here and we pick a random winner.
John Bobbitt, I don't think you've ever been bad in our chat room, so I think you're safe.
Let's see. So start raffle picking there. So it's looking through all those names, and the winner is
What?
Tamara Lamb.
Oh. Yay.
So, Tamara Lamb, send your snail mail address to a gypsy's kiss at gmail.com, and we will send you this lovely necklace. Tamara Lamb. There you go. See how easy that was?
Yay.
So that's how we're going to do it. So
Ow.
our next show, I'm sorry, did I kick you? I didn't mean to. Our next show, so let me go back to full screen. Okay, that's how that works. That's how commentpicker.com works. So when we're back on the 18th, if you make a comment on this show, in the comments below, not in the chat room, but in the comment box below, and it can be any comment. I liked your show. I want the prize. It can be any. You've got to type something. Multiple entries don't count. You only get the first one. All right. On when we get back on the when you see us again, we'll get back on the 15th. But when you see us again on the 18th, we'll give away this that Karen and John Warner gave to me, and it's a water bottle koozie, one of their pens that has a flashlight on one end and a smartphone nubby on the other, and one of their keychain, very classy keychain USB drives. Okay? So that's what we'll give away next time, and all you have to do to enter is
We just got 20 DKKs, whatever that is.
Danish krona,
Oh, yeah.
Danish kroner.
Jake from Jacob helped, and he sent us an email.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, and we'll give that away on our next show. So we'll give those away on our next show. And all you have to do to enter is to comment on this show, okay? And chat room comments don't count. It has to be a post-production comment in the comments below this, below the description box. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
We should do that more often.
So what's she got to do?
What is who got to do?
Tamara, does she need to email us with her address so we can email it?
Tamara Lamb, send your snail mail address. Send us the address you want us to send the necklace to a gypsy's kiss at gmail.com. You'll see it float over our heads here every once in a while. A gypsy's kiss at gmail.com. And if you do it in the next day or so, I will be able to get it into the mail before we leave for our vacation on Saturday. To Tamara.
Yay. Good job. Leaving those comments. Joel? What's going on, Joel? Joel Wiki stepping away from the treasure hunt. What's going on?
What? Let's call him. Shall we call him?
Yeah, we should.
Joel, can we call you? Find out why you're stepping away? Did my language upset you?
I think he was on that trip with his kids last week, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And I think maybe he got discouraged.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
just guessing.
let us know if we can call you. So I would like to say thank you to our moderators that include TobyFan3000, John Warner, who and his although his beautiful and talented wife is not a moderator. She is his better half. And I don't know what we're going to do with Mitzi.
Well, we'll just wait it out, see if she
And
comes back.
ES, who's here
But-
pretty regularly, and Holly,
Yeah.
who's here pretty regularly.
Hoolie.
And now our latest edition, Greg Keller, who came back last week. And
Said he
and
couldn't be here that often. I think
our
he's
new
working a lot.
moderator, Sassy Sherry.
Sassy Sherry.
So, cool.
Yay.
Got it. Oh, Joel had a bear encounter. That's right. He did
Oh, a bear. Yeah, we're taking lots of bear spray, aren't we?
say that. We're taking, well,
When we go to Yellowstone?
we've got our 2 cans that we bought, and we have 2 more cans that John donated to because he couldn't fly back with them. So we have 4 cans worth of bear spray.
we're spraying in bears.
And a 9mm.
Don't mess around with us,
We
bears.
can't in Yellowstone. No guns.
Told the bears.
You
Don't
can
mess
drive.
around with
You
us.
can drive through Yellowstone, but you can't.
Borders, boundaries.
Boundaries, bears.
Stay away, bears.
Unless you want some trouble with the Shellster.
That's right. Packing the bear spray.
Or we'll just block your fat bear ass.
Just wash your mouth tonight. Wow, no more margaritas for you.
Okay, all right. So let's see.
Where are we going on vacation, Christine Kenzie? We posted that a couple of weeks ago in our blog, but we are going up through Colorado, up through Wyoming, up to Thermopolis and Cody, and first we're going to go to Pagosa Springs to visit with the Kinzers, but then to Cody, and then over to Yellowstone, West Yellowstone. We're going to have dinner with our friend Cynthia up there in Yellowstone. Then we're going to head down to the Tetons, stay overnight in Lander, have some cheese wheels.
Cheese wheels.
And then we'll drive down to Colorado and spend a couple days with the Kramers.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're leaving on Saturday, and we will be back on Sunday the 15th. So, but if you want to see our itinerary, you can go to our community page, and I posted it there a couple of weeks ago, so you're going to have to slide down the community page to find it.
Scroll down.
Scroll down the community page. All right, you want to say hi to the room? And then we'll go on with text messages. Wait. Let me play
John
your
wants you to show me the thoughts picture he sent and carefully examine them. Thoughts pictures?
Oh, yeah. I thought he didn't want me to do that. John, I thought that was for our eyes
He wants me to
only.
see them, he said.
Oh, okay. All right. So I will share them with Shelley. I was not going to share them
we
with
saying hi to
because
the
I thought
room?
that was... Yeah, hang on. Let me play
Okay.
Wait, let me play the video.
Oh, I'm waiting. I got to scroll, though. I got sunshine on a cloudy day.
That always reminds me of a high school dance for some reason.
Yeah. I got 7:27. What time you got?
I got probably about the same. Wow, we got a late start, huh?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me go back to Restream and see what they've
That's
got.
like 10 minutes ago.
So Restream has me at 7:25. No, it's right.
Interesting. All right.
So where are you starting? Tell me where you're starting.
I got Jacob Helt
What at what time?
at 7:27.
7:27.
CMC, West Guide TAS, Tony Rusi, Kiss My Grits, Jack, Christine Kenzie, William Sparks, The Sassy 1962, our newest mod, Dan Gelati, K Pro, 23 Monarcha.
Okay, Pro, I did get your messages, and I did see the article, as I said. Yeah, I didn't see anything new.
And Christy, we didn't pick you today, but if you want to be a moderator on the softer side, I'm happy to have you there.
Who?
K Pro.
Oh,
She volunteered, but she said she's controversial, so you might want to think about that twice. So I said,
you know what? Whenever I tell people about you, I don't say Christy is our controversial friend. I just say she's our friend.
But anyway,
'Cause
K
you're not-
Pro's here.
Okay.
Zoe the cat. Jeff Anschultz. LR. Test to make sure the clues to your area fit the poem. After you run out of your own clues, move on. Okay. We have DB Cooper, Rebecca Peterson, Britt Chaser, up in the middle of the night.
I was just reading Christy's comment. At Gypsy's Kiss, I could moderate, but I happen to be a controversy at times and may need moderation. Consider carefully. I don't know that you've ever said anything that I recall necessary to moderate.
Let's see. Minotaur. The Minotaur is here.
Zoe, the cat, when you find the blaze, you'll know it. I agree with you. You'll know it because it'll be the last of all those clues.
Andre. Steve. Milan Fenner. Diana Gravy. Da Bear. Alan K. Kiwis Road My Life Story. That's a long name. Hooli. Rusty Nibbles. Don Davidson, DKR, Curtis Stanley.
Okay, bro. Substantiating warrant. William Sparks. I was talking to William, but I will respond. How do you know none of us have the first clue? Did Forrest tell you? Are you Forrest Fenn or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. See, you are controversial. I'd have to moderate that.
Yeah. Zozo rocks. Yes, he does. Ahmad listens to the Beatles. It's the mod's job to listen to the Beatles. Do you read emails live? Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Don't send us an email if you don't want it read on the show.
Oh, we're not going to read it on the show until next 2 weeks. Joel Lewicki. We're going to have a lot of emails to catch up on when we get back. AJ Rainville. Evan Penn.
I'm going to start from the bottom and see if I can answer
Odin
some of these
is
questions.
here.
Joel, can we call you?
Old Okie Poke.
Give me a comment, Joel. May we
Jim
call?
Siri. Yeah, oh, here's where he said, I would volunteer to mod again, but I'll be stepping away from the chase soon. Thrilling Chase. William Sparks. John Bobbitt.
Okay, so he said it's okay to call him.
All right. I think 2:30 a.m. here, so I got to go to bed and see you guys. So if you do Yellowstone, go to the Grand Prismatic Spring Overlook. Not just on the ground. Artists paint pots too, says Brit Chaser.
Oh, good.
Well, check all that out. We're going to spend the whole day just
Taking pictures.
Going across.
Got to get a picture of Madison Junction.
Jeff Collins,
So I can
Roll
say it.
Tide from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Well, I hope you weren't damaged in that hurricane.
Yeah. Yeah, Alabama, according to the president.
Mark Anthony Hammock. Minotaur. Lika Lee.
Shelley, if you can, LR says,
Chatter.
if you can outrun Toby, you won't have to worry about bears. Well, right now she can't because my knee is.
Pretty much anybody can
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah. Oh, Holly is in the room. I didn't see her before.
Huli?
Let's see. Shane McDonald, new name. LOL, Toby. What's that about? Toby, you need
must
a
have said
timeout.
something
Ooh,
funny.
Yeah, that was when I got.
Good. Got potty mouthed.
Don't be picking on Shelley.
Jeff Collins. How would I return Fenn's bracelet? Well, you have two choices. You can call him and see if he answers the phone, or you can email him and see if he writes back.
Forrest Fenn at
if you sent him a
gmail.com.
picture,
Take a picture of the bracelet,
bracelet.
on a today's newspaper,
Yeah.
showing the date of the newspaper, preferably the Santa Fe New Mexican, so he recognizes it, and send it to forrestfenn@gmail.com, and leave your phone number, and I'm sure he'll contact you.
Email or phone
Kiwis
or
Road,
whatever.
Kiwis
Julie
Road,
Wackles. Is there anybody in the Facebook room that we've missed?
Let me see.
Shane.
Facebook, I can see
Jason
if
Dent?
you type. I can only see you if you type, so
Jason Dent says, don't drink on YouTube.
don't drink in YouTube. Oh, so Gene Williams is in Facebook. He said, Bears were bad this year, LOL.
I've heard that.
He was talking about the Chicago Bears.
Oh,
No, I'm
Davio.
Davio shared a video with me, his thoughts on page 15, and he goes into a great deal of detail. I will put it, I didn't get a chance before the show started. Jack, no, I don't have a buzz on, but I wish I did. It would make my life so much easier because my knee hurts. Davio did a video, so go to Davio22. He did a video on his thoughts on page 15. I will post it to the community page in just after the show because I didn't get a chance to do it beforehand. So very interesting, very detailed, a lot of work put into it. Say hi to Ryan Ward, Jacob Heights. So if you guys are in the Facebook room, make sure you make a comment because I can't see you otherwise. The only way I can see you is by seeing your comment on Restream.io to be able to know you're there. Michael Wimmer, Zozo Rocks, William Sparks. Okay, I think we got it there. Okay, so don't forget, Tamara Lamb, when you see this, I don't think she's in the room, but when you see this, make sure you send your snail mail address to a gypsyskiss@gmail.com. So you are the winner of the necklace. And
Yay.
for next show, make a comment on this show, and we'll give away all these prizes from Electrocord, which is the John and Karen Werner's business. Actually, Karen has her own business. She has a wedding dress shop.
Oh,
She told me all about it when we had dinner with them. Let's see.
got Thor Girl in the room.
Thor Girl.
Journeyman.
Oh, how cute. Toby can see you. He is goshing you. I don't know what that means. K-Pro. That'd be our K-Pro hint, which is number it is. Joel Lewicki. All right. So are we ready to kind of go through text messages and stuff?
Okay, we have S.A. Michaels and
Yeah.
Jean William. And, okay, that's who's in the Facebook room.
Oh, okay. S.A. Michaels and Gene Williams. All right.
Is that Gordon? That's not Gordon's wife, is it?
No, they're Michael.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's Michael is a Lebanese name, Lebanese surname.
And Ed Shields.
My
Hey, guys.
my high school debate partner was Art Michael. We could have won the state championship.
Nuclear.
Art couldn't say nuclear.
Nuclear.
That cost us the state championship. Okay, we got a voicemail. Let's play the voicemail. See what we got here.
Hey, Toby. It's Shelly. It's Doug. Stupid Louisiana redneck searcher. I am a poet's dare, and it's a poet's challenge. But I can't believe you were in Lander and were right there and left. You had to have found it. You had to have found it because I had to go back. You were so right. I think you missed a couple of things, a couple of clues along the way. I'd really like to help you, unless you found it already, which would really suck. Because I'm going to spend another 10 grand getting my family out there again on the ground. You know, the Lander solve is wonderful, but I'm still a Yellowstone person. If it hasn't been found, it's right there at the two Omegas, right? It's got to be right there where the heavy loads, and it would look up or look down, depending on which way you're looking. All right, call me later.
Evan Penn wants to know if your debate partner was George Bush.
No, you know what, Evan?
The dub,
it was
yeah.
really funny because he was another one that couldn't say nuclear. But this was back in
Nuclear.
He couldn't say nuclear, yeah. But this was back in 63 through 66 when I was in high school. And we were debate partners for 3 years, my sophomore, junior, and senior years. We started off rough in a sophomore year. We had a great junior year where we made it to the quarterfinals at state. And so our senior year, we really felt like we were going to go to the finals. But the topic was nuclear disarmament. The debate topic was nuclear disarmament. And Art could not say nuclear, no matter what I did. Nuclear, Windows, et cetera, et cetera. I tried everything to get him to say nuclear. And we'd get in the debate, and he would say nuclear, and we would lose points. Who's that for?
Thrilling Chase? Oh.
Sterling Chase says, Shelley is wearing the heart of the ocean.
Yeah. 3D Bronze said, hey, Toby, still waiting on the baby man.
You know what?
Skull.
Not only did I find the
And he
pictures,
gets one too.
not only 3D Bronze, not only did I find the photographs of Shelley holding the baby mammoth skull, but at some point I actually took a photograph of it. And unfortunately, when I saw those pictures, I didn't save them. So I'll do it in the next couple of days, and I'll send them to you because we have the actual picture of the baby mammoth skull. So, by the way, for those of you who don't know, 3D Bronze has a website called 3dbronze.com where he does a number of bronze pieces, including the one bronze piece of the clasp on the treasure chest. And I know he's also planning to do some treasure chest. So,
What's
a bronze
treasure
version of
chest?
the treasure chest.
Is that sign language for chest?
So, Thrilling Chase, she is wearing the Heart of the Ocean. I went down and got it myself and gave it to her 2 birthdays ago.
That's how he hurt his knee.
That's all.
It's got water on the knee.
Yeah, water in the knee. Okay, second voicemail. Let's see what we got here.
Yes, hi, Toby. I'll give you my first name. It's Bob. I've watched a couple of your shows, very entertaining. I did grow up in Santa Fe. I left there about 15 years ago. I've traveled all over. Anyway, the reason of this phone call is I'm getting ready to show you guys where the hidden treasure is at. I know where it's at. I figured it out. I deciphered it. I'm leaving in a few days, and I am probably going to take a lot of video. But I can tell you one thing, if it's not where I'm going, Forrest Fenn was very right. Keep it simple. I will get back in touch with you whether I do find it or not. And just get ready for the surprise.
Well, Bob, you know what? We have to play this for you. So
Now it's time to read the rooster roster.
So do we need to add him to the rooster roster for
Bob.
September? Bob, all we have
Bob
is Bob.
the rooster. Can he find it? Bob the rooster.
Okay, so here's the September rooster roster.
Alan K., Bruce from San Augustine, Dick Dastardly in the chat room, Jeremy Britton, LR from Texas, we saw you in here, Quanah Parker and DB Cooper, and now Bob. That's September.
Okay, Minotaur and Sassy, we are going to call Joel so he can talk about his bear encounter.
Yeah.
But we got to get through our text messages first. Let me get through these, and then we'll start making calls. Okay, this is, oh my God, somebody's left a bunch of text messages. All right. Whoa. Hi, Toby and Shelley. William Goswick from Oklahoma. I'm back from Peru. Don't share this on AGK, please. This is for only you and most beautiful Shelley. For a bit, I've been boasting that I found the key word in the poem that unlocked the direction to follow on my path on Google Earth, I guess. I did arrive where I first started, although it was a new place that had the same name, and I was stopping point at, in my opinion, was no paddle, heavy loads, and water high. I looked down and got it. To my astonishment, led me to the Library of Congress, to an exact book. I had no idea what I was going to find. I promised was inconceivable at the least. Forrest has always said the last clue could not be found on Google Earth, although I arrived at the spot. The blaze was at the Library of Congress. It is confirmed. I have a few things to do here in Oklahoma and get caught up, and then me and my wife were going to go to what, in my opinion, is the Heidi spot, if I'm right. It's just sitting there covered in salt, that other than Fenn, nobody has touched in hundreds of years. If I do find it, you will be the first to know, guys. We will air it on your show. Thumbs up, brother. I wish I had one of those tubes that runs across the street with the counter on the curb that counts how many people arrive at Warm Waters Halt every day. The key word, though, is inconceivable.
Inconceivable!
The key word, though, inconceivable, is it. Air quotes. I read the poem to Forrest Trickery. I was 9 when I first, it seemed to me, a deep thinker could use Skippy 90. Without it, all a searcher has is a great memory. Over and over, it 90 990. I hashed GE like no other. Found where Warm Waters Halt, and no, it's not Wyoming or Montana. Toby and Shelley, there are 9 clues. Oh my God, this just goes on. Okay, that's I'm breathless.
I don't think that word means what he thinks it means.
Yeah.
And hey, Sarah Kinzer.
Hi, Sarah Kinzer. We'll see you on Saturday. Did we play Louisiana Redneck already? Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Is that a new song?
I don't know.
Hey, Toby.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
Shelley.
Yeah, we did.
Um,
Okay. So.
Oh, and
I just
CMC,
played that.
you're on the list.
918. Okay, we got that. Okay, so we got. This is 417. Oh, this is Sparky. Here's a hint. No books needed. Flip flop shorts. Love your show. Missouri Sparky. If you have got to have poem to find it. Toby and Shelley been watching everything on YouTube about Forrest Fenn. I can answer any questions on the subject, especially the ones who say they know where it's at. Missouri Sparky. Toby and Shelley, if you don't believe me or want me not to bother you, this is no problem. No hard feelings. Let me know, and I'll go away. Missouri Sparky, love your show. And then, oh my God. Okay, voicemail.
Toby, don't read this on the show, but anyway, you need to call me because just need to talk about business with you or whatever on this. But I can convince you in less than 30 seconds. I'll convince you and you'd change everything on your whole opinion about all this. But anyway, give me a call, Sparky,
I think you're very easy to convince.
399.
Oh.
Love you guys' show. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, this is
that
Sparky
Bird?
from Would You Like to Know Where Then You Will Know To, and he wants us to call him. Okay, well, let me call Joel first, and then maybe we'll call him Missouri. Sparky. 720. I keep hearing that the treasure has been found. Do you guys touch on this topic tonight? Welcome back, Shelley. Shelley is wearing the Heart of the Ocean. I didn't realize everybody would recognize that stone. We did make a comment on whether it was found. Our comment is there is no credible evidence that the poem has been solved, that Forrest Fenn's poem has been solved, or that Forrest Fenn's treasure has been found and or recovered. That's our only statement on the matter. Okay, let's call Joel. Contacts, because he's on my contact list. Let's call Joel. Joel, we're calling.
Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Phone.
Your voice is eminently recognizable.
He did it to you
thank you.
another time and you didn't recognize it.
Yeah, true. Good point.
That's probably about a year ago.
So, Shelley noticed the comment that you made up above that you were thinking about moderating, but you're going to be stepping away. Is that
Yeah.
so?
Well,
Tell us what that's all about.
first of all, I can't believe you guys were in Lander and missed it. You
I
must have found
know.
it.
Yeah, I
But
don't
we
know.
found the cheese wheels.
We did find cheese wheels, though.
Priorities.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, so yeah, no, it's that time of year, you know, it's the search season's about over, and I've got so much stuff on my plate, and was devoting a lot of time to the search, getting ready to go out, and we had our vacation out west this year, took about 11 days, and went out. A couple of those days were spent searching, kind of eliminating some spots that we had narrowed down on our solution. They were wrong, of course, you know. So I think I'm going to just back away for a little bit and get some fresh eyes if I do come back at some point down the pipe.
Uh-huh.
But probably gonna step away for a while. I have a Facebook group of the Thrill of the Chase, the Forrest Fenn community. That's going to keep going. I've got some great admins over there that help with it, and I'm going to hopefully keep that going. But other than that, I'm pretty much going to be backing away.
So does backing away include not doing any additional research?
Yeah, not for the time being. Well, I don't really do research, right? Like I don't go to stuff outside what Forrest has said, really in the thrill of the chase, too far to walk, and maybe a little bit of once upon a while, and other things that Forrest has said. But like, I'm not researching like other stuff. You know, I've never really done that. My stalls has been really just focused on what Forrest has given us.
Hmm. And and in the thrill of the chase, as opposed to additional materials.
Yeah. Not a poem purist by any means.
Yeah.
That's not. But yeah, I try to stay inside the Forrest Fenn box.
Hmm. Well, I think we can share in the emotions, right? We can empathize with the fact that you just want to step away for just a little bit, and it gives you the opportunity to clear your head.
I am not stepping away like disappointed or disheartened, or frustrated with the community, or upset with Forrest or anything like that. I wrote him an email today, and I thanked him for being a good man and for doing what he's done, and I feel like he's done a good job with that. I think that the message that he has about people and the environment is a message that our society needs very desperately, and I wish people understood that. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the friends that I've made. I'm going to miss the interaction probably a little bit, but there's a lot of other real world interaction that I need to focus on too. So raising 4 little babies. And
raising 4 little kids can be all the time that you have away from your work. So Sassy is asking if you have a trial coming up. I didn't know you were a trial lawyer.
I do have, I've got some trials coming up, and just like quite a bit of other stuff that's on my plate. So, with the possibility of being boots on the ground a long ways in the future, like maybe not even next year, but like a subsequent year, I just can't really justify spending the headspace on, the search the way that I have been. So it's been great, but I'm gonna back away for now.
Well, for whatever time we don't see you, we'll miss you, and we look forward to you returning, if if not to the chase, certainly to the community. And I would like to propose a I was going to propose a toast, but Shelley knocked back her margarita. So I would like to propose a toast to Joel Lewicki and his return to the community, if not the chase.
What? Goodness, I wish I hadn't finished my drink already.
Yeah, I know. It'd be worth it. Well, that's what...
I'll go pour myself another and raise a glass to that. Thanks to you guys. I was trying to think when you were asking for moderators. I was laying on the floor listening on my Bose speaker. I just got out of the sauna, and I was thinking back to when I was a moderator 2 years ago on your show, like when you guys first started doing live stuff.
Yeah.
And it's been fun to be along with you guys on this ride. It's I couldn't disagree more with where you guys are searching or how you approach the search.
Yeah.
But you're still friends, and that doesn't make me discount the things you have to say and the role that you play in the search community. I appreciate you guys, and I think you're the best.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that commentary and know it's offered in all sincerity. We want you to know that when we decided to stop looking for the treasure, the one thing that we didn't want to do was not spend time with our friends in the community. And
exactly.
And you are one of those people that we think of as our friends.
Well, I'll probably try to pop in every once in a while, but it's not going to be with any kind of regularity. So
we look forward to it. But before you go, do us a favor and tell us about your bear encounter.
Oh, okay. So I was in some pretty thick brush in a pretty well-known grizzly area. So I was prepared. I had a bear spray at the ready. I had a Glock 10 millimeter at the ready. And I make a lot of noise when I'm in the woods by myself. I came out of some thick brush and was making noise, and I saw about 40 yards in front of me a full-size grizz on the far side of some willows, walking from my left to my right, across my viewpoint, but straight ahead about 40 yards. It continued to walk left to right and then walked away from me, but it still scared the crap out of me. And I backed away, pulled my bear spray out, took the safety off, which I've never done.
Right.
And was ready in case it did turn or flanked or noticed me and decided to come at me instead of go away. Thankfully, it decided to keep going away. And I ran out of there like Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run.
Exactly. That's all I've got to say about that. And no, Sassy, I did not pee my pants.
Capro says, I am sorry I scared Joel in my bear outfit. Come back.
Yeah, that would be a very bad thing to do.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're glad that you're safe. We're glad that you got home safely, and we're happy to hear that you've got some priorities, some things that you prioritized, and you're going to step back from it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it gives us the opportunity.
I'll post,
it gives us the opportunity to look forward to your return.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be on Capro's show tomorrow night, kind of like a little farewell thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna be posting some pictures from our trip because it is just beautiful out west. I think you guys are heading out and heading north a little bit, right?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're going to go through all 4 treasure states.
I swam in some areas that Forrest Fenn talked about swimming, and it was awesome. It was just, I did some fly fishing, we did some hiking and exploring and lots of picture taking, and it was wonderful. I encourage everyone to get out and experience those states. It is just beautiful. And
that's kind of our intent for this. We're not going to have enough time in any one place to look for the treasure, but we do want to experience it, and we want to get a lot of photographs. And what we'll be doing on that Wednesday that we get back to our next show is sharing some photographs and some video with you. So I'm hoping for some drone shots.
Yeah.
I know I can't in the national parks, but there are other areas in which I'd like to get some drone footage, and we need to refresh our outro, so that's what we're looking forward to doing.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, the best to you and your family, and we look forward to talking with you the next time.
Yep. Well, good luck to all of you guys in the chase. Have fun, stay safe, and remember, the chase is what you make it, so make it something great.
Thank you. What well thought, and I'm going to put that on our community page.
That's right. And we're going to send off Joel with some bear bells.
That'll scare away bears, rangers, dogs, ducks.
We're going to take that with us.
All right, Joel. Take care, brother.
They just call those dinner bells. Good night, guys.
Good night. Well, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm going to miss him. And I just think he's a good guy, and he comes from good stock. And it sounds to me like he's raising good stock, and I'm always very appreciative to hear from him and hear his thinking on it. And my only disappointment, there are about, I don't know, I could probably count the people on 10 fingers and 2 hands that would like to find the treasure, and he is amongst those 10. That if I didn't find it, I would like them. But I don't. That's not my choice. The choice is, dang nabbit! Shout out to you. Got this poem solved with the thrill of the chase. A few clip Kiwis Road in the chat. I got boots on the ground September 25th on my birthday. Do you want us to add you to the rooster roster there, brother?
Rooster roster.
Rooster of the roster. Can you see the folks that are in the Facebook room on your phone?
Sometimes.
Because I can't see them all unless they... I saw... it goes too far back. Who's in that room? So I just want to say hi to the folks.
Well, we kind of did. We S.A. Michaels, Gene William, Ed Shields, Sarah Kinzer.
Oh, Sarah's in there. Oh, good. Hi, Sarah. We'll see you on Saturday.
That's what she said. Looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it.
Dan Redman. the B.
Kiwi. Who's Kiwis? Is Kiwis in the room? Kiwis
Yeah.
wrote my life story. Capro just text that solved to Toby. Okay. So we won't do that because if we play your video on our show, it messes up our monetization. But I'll put it in the community page when I see it so we can share that with the world. All right? Just as long as you're not telling us that you got there and dug a hole and
Trespassed, and then it wasn't there.
it wasn't there. Joel is riding off into the sunset. Sassy says, Jacob Height, if you want Toby
helped.
and Shelley to see it, put it on an ad sign. Well, no, Sassy, the problem is we've got YouTube set up so that you can't put links on the comments page. Just send it to a Gypsy's
He wrote an
Kiss.
email to us.
Okay. If you already send us an email, we'll put it on the community page after the show along with Davio's video because we don't mind sharing videos there. And Kiwi, did he ask to be put on the Rooster roster? He's going to be out in November. Kiwi, do you want to be on the Rooster roster for September? I'm sorry, not November. Okay, so that's it in terms of...
None of that. I don't know if that's referring to it or not.
All right, quarter after, and guess what?
Hello. Hello.
Who's there? I'm talking. Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
You know what this is.
Know who it is. Juno, who it is.
Juno's in the room.
Okay,
He
so...
was.
he wants to ask a question. All right, phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. Should we call this guy? Wait a minute. I'm closing the phone lines again. I promised we were going to call this guy. So
Journey
this
99.
is William Zimmerman. He says...
99. I used to know a
I've been
99.
watching your videos. I have the
Are you
solved.
Chip Satterthwaite?
Okay.
Because that's the guy I knew. It was 99. My brother is 77.
I'm 117.
Yeah, nobody cares.
805. Oh, sorry.
7,
Okay,
7,
we are
and 10,
calling
10.
William Zimmerman. Who is William in the room? Let's call him, and he can tell us his. I have a solve that I would like to share with you because you seem the most knowledgeable. Boy, have I tricked you! And I'm stuck on the last clue. At this point, I'm okay with someone else using what I have found. The treasure.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
gonna leave a
system.
number. Hang
575.
Okay, got to hang that up. Okay, William, I called. You weren't there. What can I do? What could I do? A big sombrero, 2 bandoleros, and 2 big pistolas. It was Pancho Villa. Okay.
Anyway,
Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. That's 866-597-9901.
there's somebody already.
Call us and tell
You're
us
on
what
it.
you think. Hey.
On it.
Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what are your thoughts on the Forrest Fenn Treasure?
Hey guys, this is Kevin. How you doing?
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
I'm doing well. Guess what? I found the treasure, or I found the location of the treasure.
Did you find the hole
And
that
you know
the
what?
treasure was in?
It was in my backyard because it was 10 feet away from my bird bath, and I know it's where the treasure's location was. Because when I dug a hole just 10 feet away from my bird bath, guess what?
What?
Nothing was there.
But
Nothing was there. That means someone got the treasure before me. I found it where it is, and then because that's where that treasure was hiding the whole time, okay? And I'm in Texas. I didn't have to go to the Rocky Mountains, okay? Now I'm going to go write a book, and I'm going to go on Patreon. I'm going to basically make some videos, and I'm going to be famous, okay?
All right.
That's how this is supposed to go. I'm telling
So
you.
everyone, the treasure it's gone, okay? Because I'm telling you, I dug a hole in my backyard. There's nothing there that someone already got the treasure. Congratulations to that person.
You know what? I'm going to play the second place finisher video for just you. Here we go. You get a bell.
Cowbell.
And
thank you. Bye-bye.
So I hope you guys know that was all in jest. Kevin did a great job of
And it wasn't my
kind
Kevin.
of how we're all feeling. It wasn't Kevin Carney. Another phone call. Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley.
Hello?
What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your question on the search?
Oh, this is William Sparks. I'm calling you to talk to you a minute.
Sparky from Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to end this thing tonight,
The
and I
show
think I
must-
can pretty quick. But could you take me off there, and I can tell you real quick? It'd be a minute, 1 minute, and I can have it all.
No, you can't. You call in the show. We got to share this with the show because I've got 201
Well,
viewers that
that's
want to
funny.
hear your story. Let's go, Sparky. Come on. You called, brother.
But I do know where it's at, but I ain't gonna give it up on the
You're
show.
not
What-
seeing
I'll
it.
tell you anything.
So tell me this. If you know where it
Huh?
is and you can't go get it because you're in Missouri, why don't you want to share it with everybody? And that way somebody else could go get it for you and then they could split it.
Well, then the chase would be on, but I figured since you knew where to get rid of it and sell it and everything, that'd be the best option. Just tell you, and if you liked it, yeah, we'll split it and that, and you get me out there and we'll do that.
All right. Well, you know where I am. So if you ever, and you know where I'm looking. So
Well,
if you ever head out this
Do
direction.
you want to call me after the show and let me tell you so you can confirm it to my wife?
No, because what you have to do is you have to come. I got to believe if you want me to go look for the treasure with you, you've got to show up here.
No, we don't have to go look for it. I know where it's at.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't have
If
to go look for it.
if
I
you
mean,
want
I
me-
can tell you why Forrest Fenn has it up for you too. A
We
little
have
bit.
we have a rule, and the
Because-
rule is
because
we have a rule. If you want me to go look for the treasure for you or with you, you have to show up at my house to prove to me that you really have a response to this and you're willing to invest the time and money it takes to go find it.
Well, you don't have to look for it. I know right where it's at. But anyway, yeah, that's fine, Toby.
So just come when you
I
get
know what everybody's missing because
when you get to Bernalillo, New Mexico. Call me at this number,
Yeah.
the number that you just called, and I will meet you, and we will
Uh-huh.
go together to get the treasure.
that sounds good to me.
Okay.
We'll go have breakfast and then.
Oh, hell no, we are not
There
going
you
to have
go,
breakfast.
whatever.
If you got treasure, brother, we're
Huh?
going to go get treasure.
Yeah, well,
All
we'll
right,
go get
yeah,
that
okay.
too.
We'll go to the range, and you can buy me breakfast. I'm going to have the. I'm
Well,
going
the
to have
IHOP, it's up
blue-
their street too.
No, they don't have blue corn.
I'll buy you guys
pancakes.
breakfast, no problem. You, Shelly, and Kevin.
All right. When you get here, let us know, and then we'll go.
All right.
We'll have breakfast, and then go look for treasure.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, love you
Bye-bye.
guys, show. Bye.
Thank you. Sparky. That was Sparky. I like that Sparky calls in. And so it's kind of the same rule, guys. If you want me to go look for your treasure, I will go look for your treasure as long as you show up in Bernalillo and you go with me, because I've got to know that you have invested some time and effort into going out and finding this treasure. So show up in Bernalillo, and I will meet you at the McDonald's right there at I-25 and 550. We'll have a quick cup of coffee. We'll go look for
Look
treasure.
at this hair thing going on here.
Is that driving people
Still
crazy?
doing it. You got it. It's going the wrong way. You got a rooster thing going on.
Was that making you crazy or was
Yeah.
it making the room crazy?
Me.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was gonna fix it, but I thought I just.
Bring a sandwich and a
Tell you how to do it.
flashlight. You bet, Colorado Brad. That's what we would do. Actually, I'd bring him I've got a whole packaged kit that we put in the back of the truck. Okay, phone lines are open. Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on the Forrest Fenn Treasure hunt?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Mr. 575?
Who is it?
Okay, we can't hear you.
That's
So.
southern New Mexico.
Oh, that is southern New Mexico. Okay, so
try
I've got
again.
another one calling in, so let's do that. Ooh. Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on the search? Chat me
I'm
up.
sorry, what's that?
Hello.
You've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation of the search? And you should probably turn the audio on your computer.
Can you hear me?
No, you've got to turn your computer
One
off.
thing at a
You've got to
time.
turn your audio off on the computer. Otherwise, did you do that? Hello? Chat, man.
Are you sure they can hear you?
Yeah, she could hear us, but she had her computer on and it was being confused. Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901.
K-Pro
Call,
says,
make
you are inviting crazy. Take it back. Seriously.
What?
About inviting people here to go searching with you.
You know what? The likelihood of them showing up.
Sakar says he's coming in mid-October.
Mid-October. Show up in Bernalillo. I will meet you at the McDonald's, and we will drive. By the way, we're not going north of the New Mexico-Colorado border. Don't even show up if it's further than that. Okay, 575 left a voicemail, but couldn't figure that out. So, oh wait, there is a voicemail.
So I had already left a quick little message about hear me all and listen good. And Fenn says the Devine quote, you don't know it's the chase you're after, not the treasure, until you find it, and then you wish you hadn't, right? He also says the person who finds that thing should put it under their bed and just think about it. I have derailed my train of thought, and I'll get back to you with some more specifics. The chest.
Oh, dang nabbit. Oh, follow-up voicemail. All right. Oh, no. That was it. Okay, so 575, when you can complete that thought in its entirety, call back. 866-597-9901. The phone lines are waiting for you.
Michael Wimmer says that woman was just calling in to order a
pizza
Heart of the Ocean necklace.
Hey, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what is your observation
Hi,
on
my
the
name's
search?
Lisa, and I'm calling from Colorado.
Hey, Lisa. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing really, really well. What are your thoughts on the search?
Well, I have a question. I'm kind of new to the chase, but I was wondering, back when Forrest dropped some of the states off out of the search area, how was that brought about? Like, what promoted him to drop those states?
Well, it depends. There were three different instances of him doing that. And part of the drop states were that he had a long-term plan for the treasure being in the Rocky Mountains. And if you look at the states that he dropped, Arizona, Utah, and to some extent Idaho, they really didn't qualify for that. But what he was doing is at the time he was being challenged to give additional clues and hints by
Today's Show.
The Today Show. And what he was trying to do was give clues and hints that actually didn't help us. It gave us, it told us where not to look. So he wasn't telling us where the treasure was. He was using it as a way, and he finally got tired of it. He ended up breaking that relationship with the Today Show because they figured out what he was doing, and they challenged him by asking, I remember the specific program where the reporter asked him, no, we want some real clues and hints, because that's where the don't search in Utah or Idaho. Arizona was a separate instance, and then he started with it's above 5,000 feet and below 10,000 feet. He wasn't telling us specifically where to look. He was telling us where not to look without giving clues. So that's how it was all brought about.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering how those states got dropped from the list as well.
What
promoted that.
Yeah, it was his way. And this was done at a time, that all happened before he even suggested that they'd be in the Rocky Mountains. Right, up until that time. Forrest Fenn has never said you can find the treasure in one of 4 states, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. He has never used those words. What he has said is it's in the mountains north of Santa Fe, and then in various ways that he said the mountains north of Santa Fe include the Rocky Mountains all the way up to the Canadian border. According to Gotti Schwartz, even included the Rocky Mountains that extended into Alaska. But honestly, I wouldn't... that's so third-hand news at that point that I wouldn't trust it as Fenn having said that when he did. But that's my opinion. So yeah, that's how he dropped those states. So don't spend time or money looking in Arizona, Utah, or Idaho. It's not there. Now, I will share with you that there are some folks whose theories include starting in Utah and ending up in Colorado. So they suggest the possibility that Warm Waters Halt is in Utah, but the Blaze is in Colorado. So there are some theories out there that follow that line of thought. Are you still there?
All right. Well, thank you. I actually just received the book about 2 weeks ago and slowly working my way through it, just kind of reading the book as a book for kind of following the advice to see.
That's exactly what he says to do. Read the book, read the poem, then read the book again. So you're doing what he suggested you do.
Oh, I'm good at following direction. All right. Well, thank you for your time. Have a good night.
You too.
Good luck on your vacation. Have fun.
Thanks for looking forward to it.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Are the Black Hills in the Rockies? Michael Wimmer asks.
No, I thought the Black Hills are in
They're in South Dakota.
The Dakotas, yeah.
Yeah.
Black Hills are in the Dakotas.
They're not considered the Rockies.
No, you've stopped Rocky Mountains once
Stop
you've got
Rockying.
If you look at the what is referred to as the eastern slope of the Rockies, it's very clear in Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. By the time you're over Thermopolis, where we're going to be, you're out of the Rockies.
They're all doing movie lines and titles with Joel is the extra thing in there.
Oh, how cute. See, that's his recognition of how important he is to the community.
Free Joel.
Free Joel. Hashtag Free Joel.
That's right.
Hashtag Free Joel. Phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. Call us. We have about another half hour that we can talk to you before we won't see you again for 2 weeks. Remember to make a comment after this video.
Unless you come
is
to my
posted.
show on Friday, because
Oh
we
yeah,
will be here.
we are going to do thrill. We're going to thrill the chase. We're going to do the softer
Thrill
side.
of the softer side.
Thrill of the softer side on Friday. We are going to do that show, but we're going to do our show Monday. And make a comment on this show in the comments box below the description box. And when we get back on Wednesday, we'll give away one of these. And we have 2 other sets of these that we'll give away over the next several weeks. Right.
If you have not yet watched Storytelling Therapy from Monday, I told a treasure searching story. So make sure you go to thesofterside.live, my YouTube channel, and check out all the videos.
Shelly's kids are staying in her house to feed the cat. They're there. Shelly has children at her
Why are
house.
you telling them that?
I don't know. Because they was going to feed the cat. I don't have a cat.
Oh, yeah. My son and his girlfriend will be there to feed the cat and take care of the house and all the other things.
All those things.
Get the garbage out and all that.
I don't have a cat, but I do have ADT.
And the cop neighbor. Well, I have a cop neighbor too.
Yeah. What is LR says? What is the date of the next show? September 14th, Wednesday.
18th.
I'm sorry, Wednesday, September 18th.
18th.
So it's 2 weeks from tonight.
But if you guys are not yet subscribed to Instagram for A Gypsy's Kiss, we'll probably be posting on there a little bit too while we're out.
I hadn't thought of that, but that's a good idea. How we can keep everybody up to date with our travels. Because I'm taking some camera equipment. I'm taking the drone. We're going to do a lot of that. But we all take smartphone pictures. So go to Instagram and subscribe to A Gypsy's Kiss, because that's where we'll be updating our travels. Hi, you've reached Shelly and Toby. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what are your thoughts on the search?
Hi, this is Michael Wimmer calling in.
Hey, Michael Wimmer. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
Oh, very good. Thank you for asking. How can we help you tonight?
I made so many comments tonight, I figured I'd call in and just kind of clarify
Okay, go ahead.
a couple things. But
I haven't seen them all, but
I'm
maybe
still researching.
Yeah,
I
ahead.
am a little confused about. I am confused about borders, like borders of Canada, borders of Utah. And I thought that I heard you say a little bit ago he hasn't made direct statements about the 4 states. So you could effectively start in Canada.
So you can start anywhere as long as you ended up in the Rocky Mountains, right? He said in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe, and the only condition he had put on that is when he was at Moby Dickens, he said he was surprised to see that the benchmark maps had not made the map further than the border of Montana and Canada. And then in that same video, he holds up the map and he says, if you know where the treasure is, you will find it on this map. And that map is the map of the 4 states. But he has never used the names of the 4 states. To the best of my knowledge, he hasn't used them. I've never heard him use Montana other than in conversation. But what I can say for certain is he has never said anything like the following sentence. The treasure is in one of 4 states, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming, or Montana. He's never said that. The closest he's ever come to saying anything like that is holding up the map from the back of the book, from the back of Too Far to Walk, and saying, if you know where the treasure is, you'll find it on this map.
Okay. Well, that's about all I had to say. I'm sorry. I don't have any...
You don't have to apologize for calling in. No, that's okay. That's what we say. If you have a question about the search, we'd be happy to try and answer it. Now, with a recognition...
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself for 2 weeks if you guys don't have the show.
You have to go back in the old stuff.
Yeah, go back in the real...
Go through the archives.
If you go back, we just hit 400 videos today. Today is our 400th video. We went over 5,400 subscribers. We're about to hit 2 million views. So there's 400 videos out there that go before... When did we start doing live stream?
Live stream, October 10th of 2017.
2017.
My birthday.
So you can go back to before 2017 and see all those videos that we produced on all these various topics, including one on the question you just asked. And there's a total of, like I said, today is for our 400th video. So.
Well, and it's while I was thinking about joining them in Las Vegas for the meetup.
Oh, yeah.
On a different show. But,
yeah. Well.
Okay. Well, you guys enjoy your trip, and thanks for taking my call. We'll talk to you another time.
Our pleasure. And if you have your Instagram, subscribe to us on Instagram, and that way we're gonna take pictures that update our trip along the way, and post them to a Gypsy's Kiss on
okay.
Instagram.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Lost Horizon says, is there area around Los Alamos considered to be in the search area?
Well, I guess so. It's north of Santa Fe.
Jewel to the world.
To the world. So here's what I'm gonna show you. Let's go to Los Alamos. Is my uncle Albert worked at Los Alamos for most of his life.
Telephone.
Hi, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on the search?
My name is Jacob. I'm calling from Copenhagen, Denmark.
What? Jacob, how did they
Hello?
let you be?
Yeah?
Yeah, we can hear you. So you're calling from Copenhagen?
Yeah, I'm just phoning because I know it's not. I know all the clues should be possible to find if you got the first book. But I wrote you an email.
Wrote us an email.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I sent you an email about the Google Earth photo. I think it's a kind of maybe it's a stunt from Forrest Fenn, but the tiny Google Earth photo on the cover of the Once Upon a While.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I'm looking at it right now.
All right. Okay.
So.
All right. Okay. Maybe it's well known, but I'm very new to all this, and I just thought that was a bit, odd because I haven't seen it mentioned anywhere.
All right. Well, I'm going to share this with the room so they can see what we're talking
about.
All right.
Okay. Cheers. All right.
All right. Okay. So what we're looking at is your email.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
No, wait. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Wait.
Okay.
So I have the picture. I have the picture of Once Upon a While, the cover, of the third memoir by Forrest Fenn with a fishing rod dipping down into the
Yeah,
stars.
and if you scroll down, you'll see the I've zoomed in.
Yeah. And what is your point about that zoom in?
Yeah, you see the belt on the stick, man?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you scroll down, you can see that's a sort of a little Google Earth photo that he put in. I just thought that was curious, like a little tease or something.
No.
I just haven't seen it mentioned anywhere.
All right. So here's why it isn't mentioned. Why you haven't seen it mentioned before this. That belt.
It was just,
Let me explain to you what's going on. So that belt buckle is a belt buckle that Forrest wears regularly. It's made of turquoise and silver, and he wears it all the time. And when they draw the stick figures, they put a miniature image of that belt buckle on the stick figure. It is his.
Okay.
It is his belt buckle.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, now I understand.
All right. Thank you for calling all the way
All
from
right.
Copenhagen. That's very kind of you.
That's okay.
We'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first European call from Jacob in Copenhagen. So, phone lines are open, 866-597-9901. We have 20 minutes before we end our last show until September 18th. So I wanted to go back to the Los Alamos question. So we have another call. Hang on. Hi, you've reached Toby and Shelley. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what's your observation on the search? And turn off your audio on your computer so it doesn't confuse.
All right. Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So I turned off the volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can hear you perfectly now.
Can someone hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can.
All right. Well, I have a question about the Blaze.
Wait a minute. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Joe, and we're from LA.
LA.
Joel from Los Angeles or Los Alamos?
Los Angeles.
Okay, all right. Joel, go ahead with your question then.
Yeah, all right. So we've had our third boots on the ground in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And all the check boxes checked off right up until the Blaze.
Yeah.
And we came across the Blaze at 5:30 in the afternoon with thunder and lightning, and we basically couldn't do much with it. And we had to hightail it out of there back to Denver and catch a flight home the next day.
Yeah.
But what we found were two FFs obliquely attached to each other, made out of wood.
And is that what you're using as your blaze?
Yep.
And according to the poem, it suggests that if you found the blaze to look quickly down, what happened when you looked quickly down?
Well, when we looked in the direction of peace, if you will,
in the direction of
we
what?
saw something that. Well, we see them as a peace sign.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we're thinking of actually doing another boots on the ground coming up this Friday and walking about 500 feet in that direction with metal detectors.
So how
And
how do you think the metal detectors are going to help?
Yeah, that's there's a little bit of we have further solved in line that we figured out.
Oh, I see.
But the simple question to the community is, do you think the blaze can be made out of wood? Now, keep in mind, this wood was brittle, so it broke apart, and it's about 20 feet in diameter, the two FFs are, so they're very large.
Right. And
so the wood wasn't recently placed there in any way. This was done 10, 15 years ago.
Right. So what you're describing to me sounds like pieces of wood that have been laid in a way to look like the initials of Forrest Fenn. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh,
But I don't think we came across a lot. We've done a few boots on the ground also in your neck of the woods there in the Rio de los Pinos.
Whoop.
We've seen a lot of cheers.
Rio
We've seen a lot of
You've seen a lot of?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of FFs marked on trees, markings, and whatnot. I'm sure you guys might have run across that stuff. Wayne Ross,
yeah,
and Tom Gregory. Those guys are hiking the ties in that direction,
right?
And you'll find quite a few FFs in that direction.
Yeah.
We've been on top of Rock Tunnel several times. In fact, we were on Rock Tunnel 6 weeks ago. And the cairn on top of Rock Tunnel was still in place. We went back there 2 weeks ago, and it was knocked over.
It was gone. Yeah, that's not unusual.
Yeah,
for
so
a
people
cairn.
have been scouring that place like crazy.
You know what? I'm really surprised that they go above the canyon. That they're up on the up near the tracks or near the Rock Tunnel, et cetera, because I don't see how it fits.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. So you say we? Who is we?
I have a friend who I work with for 25 years. We work in electronics and computers. So he and I hooked up with my son.
Oh, okay. Well,
I loved last week's show on Man Alone. That stuff you guys did on Man Alone, where he's talking about all the Hopi and not the religious, but he used another word. What was it?
Spiritual.
Good. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, it was interesting because I know he was struggling with. You know, when you start doing that kind of research, if you've been away from religion as long as I have, it's easy to remember the spiritual part and the distinction. I think what he was struggling with was the difference between spiritual and religious, because I think there were times where he confused the two. And he made a video. I don't know whether you've seen it, but he did a video after that on his own channel.
We looked through them.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep.
So
it's good stuff. Good material.
Let's go back to your thoughts on the Forrest Fenn. My only concern about it being pieces of wood that have been laid there in a formation is that if Fenn, let's say Fenn had done that, Fenn had decided the blaze was going to be that. I would have two questions. How does that relate to the next clue, quickly down? And then where is that going to be 100 years from now? Because we know that those pieces of wood just simply aren't going to last that long. So the question is, and since it would be the final clue, the blaze, the most important clue, well, no clue.
This is how I interpret it, Toby.
Okay.
Could it be that when this whole thing started, could it be that when Forrest started this whole thing for his little book club down in Santa Fe and all the Hopi people, you know, a little bit of Hopi slant to it and everything like that, you know, it was just a local crowd in Santa Fe, ex-hippie kind of stuff. You know, it wasn't supposed to be like it is today on social media and everything like that, right? So, so could it be when he architected it, he had a few fail-safes in there? In other words, it's not just the blaze, but the location suddenly points you also look quickly down to something quite obvious. So I think those 2 points are actually making us come out again a third time.
Yeah.
Simply because when he first started this whole thing, this wasn't such a hoopla as it is now.
Right. No, I think he underestimated the power and virility of social media. Or media that is social, and that started with the publication of the article by Margie.
Yeah, so checkbox on my side on that when it comes to that wood blaze.
Yeah.
And then the miraculous thing is it's not just a bunch of wood put together to make an FF. It's clearly an FF that's not supposed to be.
Well,
and that kind of surprised us.
So when
so the question is, I guess, is wood really a blaze? That's what I'd like to throw out into the community. A lot of people have talked about all sorts of rock formations, something more permanent, and you know how everything has crystallized over the last 10 years. I think it's my belief that Forrest kind of stumbled into this whole mess himself, kind of like we all did.
Well, I am of the opinion that he found his special place accidentally, and that it became his special place after that, and before he ever considered hiding a treasure there. So when I go back to the beginning of all this, beginning of the treasure hunt, in my opinion, I think Fenn had 3 objectives. Number 1 was to play with his friends, right? To make it fun for his friends. Number 2, it was to get people out in nature. Some of those people, his friends. And number 3, to increase the longevity of his name. So to me, all the pieces that you put together ultimately have to have some sense of longevity. And that's how I measure them. The 2 key clues to me are begin at where warm waters halt and the blaze. And to me, my opinion, based on what I feel his objectives were, those 2 pieces have to have some sense of longevity. You have to be able to find them in 100 years.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe he did have some sort of a longevity kind of thing going on when he first planted the chest. One more question. How do you do your background on your wonderful channel? I've been watching it for about 6 months since I started in October. I'm just curious how that's done. Blue screen, green screen?
It is a green screen. The wall behind us is a green screen. And the first part of the background, so I'm going to take us out of the picture. Watch this. Here's some magic for you. So I'm going to take us out.
I can't see it because I had to step out of the house.
Okay, well, you see it eventually when you get back to it. So I'm taking
we're
us out of the
disappeared.
picture. We've disappeared. And then we have an image that we put right there. And then we have, let's see, the scrolling text up at the top. And then we have the lower third, Toby and Shelley. And that's our background. That background that you will see when you come back to this is a 20-second loop. It loops continuously. So it looks like it's something.
So it's motion graphics in the background, right?
Yeah, it's a video. It's an MP4 file that loops every 20 seconds.
I wonder if you can color your drinks crazy colors, like, shine them in. So every time you guys do a Rio de los Pinos on our location, because I'm with you guys on Rio de los Pinos.
Well, we could.
You got smoke coming out of the glasses, and it's all cocktailized.
Yeah. No, we can do all of that if we had the time.
Yeah.
Maybe for Halloween.
So I'm going to start.
So
for all
in summary, as introducing myself to the community, it's baffling how accurate and how purist we solve this whole thing. Don't put me on the rooster cocker thing or whatever that thing is called. I'm just saying it's baffling how accurate we made it to that blaze. And it's baffling where that blaze is located and where it's pointing to. So all I can say is, we'll go out again, getting some stuff aligned. We don't want to go after hunting season, which I think starts, October 15th?
October 15th is the hunting season. Yeah, well, that's an interesting area because we get hunters from all over the Southwest going there. As a matter of fact, if you're there in September, you will bump into hunters on scouting trips.
Yeah, my son and I ran into we got into Crossfire last October. It was beautiful countryside, but it was not a good place to.
Not after October 15th because it is hunting season and there are both deer, elk. Well, there's bear and mountain lion up there, but they're not in season. It's deer and elk season up there at that time. And a lot of out-of-staters come in at that time. They paid that out-of-state license fee to hunt in New Mexico. And they use exactly the same route, Forest Road 103 into, and then they hit New Mexico, Forest Road 82. So, it's a big hunting area.
Yeah. Well, fascinating. I love your channel. Keep it up. I'll be tuning in on Friday again. So
our pleasure. Well, we won't be here on Friday.
Good stuff.
We won't be here on Friday because we're starting our travels.
Aren't you and Shelley doing something on the softer side? Or
well, we do something. We do the softer side on Friday at 4:00.
We'll be here for that.
Is that like on the other side of New Mexico, or where's the softer side?
No, the softer side is Shelley's channel. Shelley is by profession a life coach. And she has her own channel called The Softer Side.
Got it. Okay. Well, appreciate the time. Thanks so much for your thoughts on that wooden blaze. I don't know. I kind of think it's striking.
Get some pictures and bring them back.
Got it.
All right.
Will do.
All right. Thanks for calling in tonight. Good luck with your search.
All right. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Joeler.
Mother Joeler. Guys are really stretching now. We're running hashtags free Joel. All right, phone lines are closed.
Citizen Joel.
We've got. I don't think we have any more voicemails or text messages. Those are all answered
The Wizard
calls.
of Joel. Joel Ragnarok.
You know what? I was up late working one night, and that Ragnarok movie came on. Ugh.
Thor? That's a good movie. Thor of Ragnarok?
No, there's actually another movie out there called Ragnarok. It's an older
It's not
movie.
a Thor movie?
No, it's not a Thor movie.
Then I don't want to watch it.
Joel of Ragnarok. Okay, guys, phone lines are off.
Joel is born.
Let's see. So, number one, this is the last time you will see us until
Unless
Wednesday,
you tune into
September
the softer
18th.
side.
Unless you tune into the softer side on
Friday.
Shelley's channel on Friday. We'll be there at 4 o'clock. Or unless you, let me see if I can get our Instagram account up.
But take the opportunity to watch our older videos. If you haven't seen the softer side storytelling therapy videos yet, check those out.
They're fun.
I've got one on the treasure hunt that I did on Monday. It's Treasure of Purpose is what it's called, but it's about a man and his son, and the son goes on a treasure hunt, and it's a pretty cool little story.
It is a very cool little story. And she tells it
check
so
that
well.
out.
She tells it in that Shelley Carney
The softerside.live.
Oh,
Take you to my
how did
channel.
I get Owen video on A Gypsy's Kiss?
I don't know.
I don't even know these people. Why are we? Or why are they on?
I don't know.
Who's following Owen video?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so I was going to share our Instagram channel with you, but apparently it's been
Just go to the
taken over.
page.
That is the page.
Go to the person.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
So, screenshot. So that's our Instagram. Oh, look, there's Shelley with the baby mammoth skull.
Right? It's there. There it is. Look at
Ta-da.
that. It's covered up with words.
So this is our Instagram account. It's A_gypsies_kiss. Follow it because that's where we'll be posting pictures.
We haven't posted in a while, as
we
you
haven't
can
posted in a
see.
trial. Well,
But
we will be. Oh, look, there's Toby's house.
Toby's house.
There's the Rio de los Pinos.
Rio de los Pinos.
Okay, we got Club Soda. Mm. So follow us on Instagram, and we will be posting pictures there, and you can comment on them as we go through our travels, okay? So softer side, make a comment in the comment section below this video, and you will be entered to win our latest prize as gifts from Karen and John Warner. I have 2 more sets of these, so we'll keep giving them away for the next couple of shows. We'll see you on
And
Wednesday,
Tamara
September
Lamb,
18th.
you are the winner
when we get
of the
back.
necklace.
And
Make
Tamara
sure
Lamb,
that you email us
so
at
we can send you the
agypsieskiss@gmail.
necklace. And then after we get through this,
Get you
we've
that
got some more
necklace.
jewelry.
That's right.
Not including the
No,
heart
not
of the
the
ocean.
heart of the ocean. That's
I had to
mine.
dive for that, guys. It was like at 2,800 feet under the water to find it. And I have a bad knee.
Bad knee.
Bad knees.
Water on the knee.
Water on the knee. Okay, so fun show tonight. Thanks for joining us. Like the calls, like the conversation. Last thoughts. There is no credible evidence that the poem has been solved, the treasure has been found, and or recovered. Okay, enough said. Let it go.
Well, you didn't.
I.
She's out of what?
Bevmo. What is that? Bevmo. Sarah, what is Bevmo? Sarah and Brad Kinzer, we will see you on Saturday. Shelley's
We'll go
already
soaking
looking
in
forward
the
to
hot tubs.
tub. I will send you pictures of
Hot springs.
Shelley and Sarah and Brad and Kevin soaking in the hot springs. Maybe even a drone shot. Whoa!
If they let you fly there.
What can they do? It's
They can
easier.
give you super chat.
Super
from
chat.
Oscar.
Rodriguez, have a great time, guys. Here's
$9 for gas. Aw.
Thank you. That's
that was
very thoughtful.
nice.
Very kind. Thank you.
Oh, we'll spend it on booze.
Oh, you make it sound like we're luscious. Okay.
Hey, Virginia man. Driving music.
And
driving down the road, driving to Yellowstone.
And
good night, everybody. I'm Shelley Carney with a Gypsy's Kiss. So see you in 2 weeks.
And I'm Toby Eunice. Check out our itinerary on our community page. And if you're near any place where we're going to be, let's get together for a cup of coffee, maybe a cocktail or a margarita or something like that. Mike. And thanks for joining us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you guys in 2 weeks. And we'll go follow us on our Instagram account. And then we'll have pictures when we get back on that Wednesday the 18th. Okay? Thanks for joining us tonight. We love you.